BTS's recent decision came as a shock to many, not just ARMY fans, but also the global music industry. Why not? As many K-pop stars vied for a world solo tour after being discharged from the military, Jungkook made an unexpected decision. He turned down the offer of a massive global solo tour, and according to various reliable sources, one of the biggest reasons was Jimin. The rejection that shocked the K-pop world. After completing his military service with Jimin some time ago, music observers believe Jungkook will immediately take advantage of the momentum to hold a solo world tour. What's more, his solo album Golden reaped tremendous success globally, with songs like 7, Standing Next to You, and 3D dominating the international charts. Offers for world tours are coming from a variety of major promoters, including overseas agencies that offer more than 20 countries to stop by. However, what left everything speechless? Jungkook rejected everything. Surprising fact: for whose sake did Jungkook do this? Behind the refusal, much speculation developed. But a statement from Big Hits Insider and signals from Jungkook himself began to point to one name: Jimin. According to a source who declined to be named, Jungkook felt that he wanted to focus on rebuilding chemistry and cohesiveness with Jimin after the two returned from the military. As a duo known to be very close since the beginning of BTS's debut, the two have gone through many emotional moments, from hard training, BTS's world tour, to the difficult times of the pandemic and conscription. Jungkook's decision was said to be a form of loyalty, care, and appreciation for Jimin, who had just gone through difficult times. Jungkook wants to be with Jimin. He feels Jimin still needs time to return to confidently perform on stage after a long vacuum, a Big Hit staffer said in an unofficial interview. Tempting world tour offer. After officially completing his military service with Jimin in mid-2025, various international agencies are vying to offer large-scale solo projects for Jungkook. One of the most highlighted is the world tour offer that includes more than 15 countries, including the United States, Japan, England, Brazil, and Australia. According to leaks from sources in the industry, the value of the project is in the tens of millions of dollars, with large sponsors ready to fund the entire series of tours. However, instead of accepting the offer, Jungkook chose to turn it down for reasons that surprised many. He wanted to focus on spending time with Jimin and supporting his partner's adaptation process after exiting the harsh and stressful military life. Jimin, more than just a group colleague. For ARMY, as BTS fans are called, Jungkook and Jimin's relationship is nothing new. The duo has been known to be very close since the trainee days. Even now, they often show attention to each other in various moments, both on stage and behind the scenes. However, Jungkook's choice this time adds a new dimension to their relationship. According to South Korean media reports, Jimin had a difficult time towards the end of his military service. His physical and mental condition reportedly decreased dramatically due to pressure and a large emotional burden. Jungkook, who is aware of the condition, is said to be very worried and does not want to leave his best friend alone, especially when the adaptation back to the entertainment world can be very tiring and stressful. The decision to cancel the world solo tour project is no small thing, but for Jungkook, his best friend's happiness and health are more important than the world spotlight. Codes from Jungkook himself? Some time ago, in a live broadcast on Weverse, Jungkook had said a sentence that is now a big highlight among the ARMY. Sometimes in life, there are things more important than career or popularity. Sometimes it's someone who's always there when you fall. Jungkook Weverse Live. Netizens immediately associated this sentence with Jimin. This is because Jimin has been known as the person who most often becomes the place where Jungkook shares his story. Even in the BTS documentary and behind-the-scenes tour, there are many moments where Jungkook seems calmer when he is with Jimin. Jimin's reaction, haru and disbelief. Jimin himself has not yet given a direct statement, but in one of his personal posts he wrote, "Not all sacrifices are visible to the world, but I know and I thank you." The ARMY believes this is Jimin's retribution for Jungkook's decision. Not a few admitted to crying reading the post. Among fans, hashtags like "Thank you Jungkook," "Jungkook is real," and "Golden Maknae sacrifice" have been trending for days. What exactly happened? Did Jungkook sacrifice his career? Technically speaking, refusing a world tour is a big risk, especially for a solo artist of Jungkook's class. But according to some industry analysts, this decision actually shows the emotional and spiritual maturity of the idol. Jungkook has reached a level where he no longer needs to be proven by numbers. He now prefers real emotional closeness, especially with members who are like his own brothers, K-pop culture expert Yoon Sungmin told K-Media Global. Some fans have also speculated that Jungkook and Jimin may be preparing a big collaboration project together, which is the reason why he turned down a world tour for a while. There are even rumors that the two will release an album unit with a more personal and emotional R&B genre. It's not the first time Jungkook has prioritized Jimin. For ARMY, who has been following BTS since the beginning, Jungkook's decision is nothing new. He was known to be very close to Jimin since his debut. The two are even often described as two sides of one soul by fans. Some moments that strengthen their relationship. Jungkook always chooses to sit next to Jimin in BTS interviews and dinners. Jimin was the first person Jungkook hugged after BTS won their first daesang. When Jimin has vocal difficulties at a concert, Jungkook reflexively accompanies him in the middle of the stage. In many live broadcasts, Jungkook showed affection for Jimin, even referring to him as one of the reasons I survived the hard times. ARMY split, support or disappointment? Although most fans supported Jungkook's decision, there were also those who regretted the cancellation of his solo world tour. For those who have been looking forward to Jungkook's solo performance live, this is certainly disappointing. But the more dominant reaction was full support and appreciation for Jungkook's attitude of loyalty and brotherly love towards Jimin. It's not just about music. It's about humanity, about the deeper connection of the stage and the cheers, wrote one ARMY on Twitter/X. The agency clarifies. Seeing the overwhelming spotlight from the public, Big Hit Music finally gave an official statement. In a brief statement, they did not deny the news but chose to use careful language. We value every personal decision of our artists and will always support them every step of the way. Jungkook is currently choosing to take a break and prioritize things that are important personally, Big Hit wrote. Despite not mentioning Jimin's name explicitly, the public can already guess that what was meant in the statement was Jungkook's decision to be by Jimin's side during his recovery and post-enlistment transition. Jungkook and Jimin's future. Come back together? With Jungkook's decision to remain in Korea and accompany Jimin, another interesting speculation emerged. Many parties began to speculate that the two might make a duet project or a special collaboration as a form of comeback together. Although there is no official confirmation yet, various clues are beginning to emerge. Some fans noticed that both Jungkook and Jimin have recently been seen frequently visiting Big Hit's recording studio. In fact, one of the music producers who had worked with them had uploaded an Insta story with a suspicious caption, "Something magical is coming, something magical is coming." True, then the return of Jungkook in a collaborative project after the draft will certainly be the biggest reward for the ARMY around the world. Conclusion: more than just a career. Jungkook's decision to turn down a world solo tour in favor of Jimin is not trivial. Behind the glittering stage lights and hectic schedules of the entertainment industry, Jungkook shows that human connection and caring for others are more valuable than popularity. Whether out of gratitude, loyalty, or a deep emotional bond, this decision has added to the long list of reasons why Jungkook is loved not just as an artist but as a real human being. And perhaps this is the lesson he wanted to pass on to the world. Sometimes choosing the people you care about is much more important than choosing the world.